Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at the weekly challenges that we got. That starts on Tuesday, January the 21st. It goes to next Tuesday, January the 28th, 2025. Let's take a look at this week's weekly challenges and see what we get. Alright, we got some good ones here. I have many videos on my channel that will help you guys out. I give you different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there. If you're a brand spanking new player to the game, if you're a returning player, even if you're an experienced player, there's a particular daily, weekly challenge that's giving you a hard time or trouble. I'll show you find a video on my channel that will help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. And of course, you guys are awesome and great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. Alright, first things first, I apologize for the lateness of the video. I'm working my 12-hour day shift today, and I appreciate everyone's patience and support on these days. Now, if you are wondering why I have a lot more score than you, I do have a 50% boost going on right now, as you can see in the top right-hand corner of the screen. 25% of that I claimed right off the current Season 19 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10% additional 10%, and if you watch our daily challenge video, which I made just before this one, we used a score boost because how it is Tuesday, and of course it will stack with the 25% boost I claim off the Season 19 Season Pass. And of course, you can claim that by being a Fallout First member, or if they pay the 1500 atoms for the Season Pass. And we can only use one score booster drink per day for 24 hours. So that's why I have a little bit more score than you. Alright, let's take a look here, Jim. I did re-roll one of these bad boys, this one right here. It was complete daily ops, and I got this one here instead. Eat a meat-based meal 10, which is pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and track that bad boy. Now, while we are here in good old White Springs Mall, as most of you can tell, we're going to take a look at this one here first. Scrap junk to produce screws 15. So screws is a junk item that we cannot use the bulk and scrap method. So if we go to our Tinker's Workbench here, and if we go craft, we go down to the bulk section and then the S section, and as you can see, there is no screws down here, okay? So we cannot use the bulk and scrap method ourselves, okay? However, we can still buy bulk screws from one of the vendors down here at the White Spring Mall, okay? Now, to get to the mall, you can come right here to the north entrance. It brings us right down to the mall. You can go to the front door if you so wish, or it's just an additional loading screen to get down to the mall section. Now, we can find junk items in around the wasteland in the form of typewriters and globes, hot plates, okay, just to give you an example. And one of the best places for that, it's a little screw farm back in the day, and it still is, no pun intended, is right here in the DNB building in the Charleston Capitol building. Again, there'll be all kinds of ghouls in there, but it is still a really good spot for those resources there, okay? So just an FYI. But seeing how we are down here in the mall here today, now I find the vendors down here, depends on the server that you're on. So if we usually, Frederick here will have screws on and bulk screws, but he didn't today. The one that I found had bulk screws was this one right over here, the shopping mall one, authentic local goods. So if we go trade, down here, and as you can see, they have bulk screws. One bulk screw will cost you 221 caps. Now, you can use the hard bargain perk card under charisma, and you can stack that with the great mentats, which better barter rates for 10 minutes, and you can kind of reduce that a little bit there. But as you can see, I have quite a bit of caps on me, so we're just going to buy 2 of them. There we go. And now we take those bulk screws that we just purchased, take it to any workbench at all, and then we'll scrap them. Just like that. Scrap junk to produce screws. Easy peasy. Just like that. And that's what I recommend. If you have a little bit more time. Now, what we did in our daily challenge video, I brought you down here to Charleston Capitol building. Okay? But I find even since the update we had on December 3rd, 2024 update, all the junk that we get off of killing enemies now, if you're lower level, you can just kind of go around, like, to the real squishy areas and go after, scorched and ghouls, etc. And a lot of the junk you picked up, you might be able to, satisfy this weekly challenge just from going around killing enemies, because of all the junk we get now, right? So just an FYI there. If you are lower level, if you have a little bit more time, okay? What's next here? All right, let's head back to our camp here. Actually, no, we'll do this one here. Scrap junk to produce ceramic 15. So ceramic is a junk item that we can use the bulk and scrap method at a Tinker's Workbench. Let's go ahead and go craft. Go down here to the bulk section. As we can see, to bulk 1 ceramic, you need 15 ceramic scrap or 2 plastic. In your stash or scrap box, you go ahead and you bulk. You're going to bulk maybe 2 of them, and then you scrap them. And it's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete that daily challenge. Again, it's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for the people that just want to get it done as fast as possible. Now, a great spot for ceramic here in the game that I find is a real good spot is it's kind of overlooked by many people. It's Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. Upstairs, downstairs, there's all kinds of the like the little ashtrays, and each one will give you ceramic. And even the tavern down here in Flatwoods, all kinds of ceramic down there too in the form of those little ashtrays. Okay. But one of the best spots for ceramic is right up here at the Palace of the Winding Path. If you can get through all those scorched up there, it is a great spot for ceramic in terms of floral vases. Some of those vases even give you copper, all right? And it is a fantastic spot for ceramic up there if you're legitimately looking for ceramic, okay? We're just going to use the bulk and scrap method. I like to kind of change it up once in a while because, as much as I like to kind of show you a lot of these places, and that's what I've been doing a lot lately. But once in a while, I will use the bulk and scrap method just to show you how it works, okay? And that it does work, for that matter. Let's go bulk. We'll go to bulk ceramic. Let's craft 2 of them. So we bulked our ceramic here, and then we're just going to scrap them. We just crafted them, then we're scrapping them. Done. Scrap junk to produce ceramic. Done. Just like that. That's the bulk and scrap method, and that's how fast and quick and easy that is. Beautiful. All right. Let's head back to our camp here now. We'll continue on the good fight here. All right, let's go here. Back here at our camp. Let's take a look here, Jimmy. Building anything in a workshop or camp in Free Camp 25. Okay, so a couple things have to happen here. You can go ahead and claim a workshop. Any workshop will do. You can go to the one that's closest to you. You can go to your favorite one, whatever you want to do. Once when you claim it, you can go ahead and build anything. But you have to do it in Free Camp. Now you do the same thing in your camp. Again, anything at all, but it has to be in Free Camp mode. Okay. Now, in this case, a lot of people like to add or modify to their camp using these particular daily, weekly challenges. You can definitely do that. You can build it and then keep it. But for most people, including myself, I just usually build something that I don't really need, something that doesn't cost a lot of resources, and then I end up scrapping it. And that's what we're going to do here. Okay. So let's go ahead here. We're going to go to right here in our camp. We're going to go to our build menu. Okay. Now we see at the bottom of the screen, it says toggle camera. Whatever button of this for you, that's what you select. And once when you select that, you'll see something pop up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, see that little guy that popped up? He has some wings. He has a little camera. And that's how you know you're in free cam mode. Okay, you see a little guy, my little guy down below there? Okay. So we're just going to go ahead. I don't plan on keeping what I build. I'm just going to go right to crafting. Find it here. And we're going to build a bunch of these little punch card machines, okay? And these punch card machines, as you can see, they cost me no resources at all. The only limit I have is the camp budget and what I'm allowed to build. All right, let's go ahead and build a bunch of these bad boys here. Again, you can go ahead and build something that you really want or you really need. Nothing wrong with that at all. Or you can just go ahead and do this. Cost you no resources. Oh, we exceeded our... There you go, we exceeded us. Let's go ahead. We're going to scrap a couple here. Build a couple more. Oh, we must have, must be almost there. Maybe I build a couple on top of each other, maybe. Alright, there we go. Build anything in a workshop or a camp in free cam. Just like that, guys. Quite a bit of stuff. It adds up. But again, it didn't cost us anything at all to do this. But being in free cam mode, that's probably the most important part. Okay? And if you do decide to scrap like what I just did, just make sure and be careful that you don't accidentally scrap like a prefab, okay? I've definitely done that before, and yeah. Yeah, you want to get angry really fast, that's what you do. Alright, what's next, Jim? What's next here, old pal? Like Purified Water 25. So we can find Purified Water randomly in the wasteland. Now, I tried to make a video some time ago, but I had to abandon it because trying to find Purified Water was so random. I was like, yeah, this is pretty crazy. So your best bet, okay, is to go to other players' camps, okay? So it's kind of like an unwritten rule. A lot of people will have things that are locked up in their camp, but they'll also have stuff that's not locked. And something that's not locked is pretty much fair game, okay? And, you know, most people, you know, who are higher level like myself understand that, okay? So I usually place out some water coolers, etc., around my camp that people think just kind of walk by and they can do these daily challenges, okay? And this vintage water cooler, for example, we got from opening up the festive gifts. Now, most of you were very successful in getting this plan this past Christmas, so that's kudos to you guys. And some people will even get doubles, and they'll even sell them in their vendor. So you can buy the plan, and they usually go from anywhere. I've seen them go as high as 12,000 caps, but I don't know what they go for now, mind you. But again, if you see something that's high price, you can always message a person, okay, and just say, hey, listen, I only have, half that in caps. Can you, help fella out, or something like that, right? And most people will usually help you out, okay? And again, a lot of people will sell purified water for 1 cap by itself in their vendor. Now we have another type. This is this enclave water cooler. Of course, you get this right off the current season 19 season pass. So you can buy, I believe it's 50 tickets. Now I did make a video on this. It's all timestamped. I did a little bit of comparison between this enclave water cooler and this vintage water cooler. As you can see, we can have them in the camp at the same time. Now this little guy here, again, he'll collect 2, but you can stack them because they're nice and small. These guys here are a little bit taller. You can't really stack them, but again, same thing. They'll collect 2 purified water while you play the game. And they're definitely, either one's worth their weight in gold, okay? Now, I realize not everyone's going to have these bad boys, so very early on in game, you get the water purifiers. We go to our build menu here, and we go to the water section. Now, we have these guys here. And again, just by following the Overseer's mission, very low level, very early on in game, you will learn these plans. They do require a lot of resources to build. They do require quite a bit of power to run. But again, if this is all you have, it's all you have. So this one's 2, 3, and 5, what it collects for purified water. And to be honest with you, this is what I've had for the longest time, for many, many years, until about just a little over 2 years ago, I was able to get my hands on this vintage water cooler and never look back. All right, let's go ahead there. We're going to collect some more purified water. I think I have some back here. I think. Yeah, I do, yeah. Now, I believe one of my camps, I think I have like 20 of them in the camp, right? So we'll kind of let them do its thing there, and we'll come back, and then we'll finish off. But they collect reasonably quick, to be honest with this. And what you can even do, if you have multiple camps like me, where I have a lot of these set up, you can just kind of switch between your camps and just go ahead and collect that way. All right. Oh, look at that. We just need one more, don't we? Yeah, we just need one more, and that's something. Let's check again here real quick. Yeah, there's one over here that didn't even have any. For some reason, I don't know why that is. Okay, we'll come back to it. What's next? Collect Stimpaks or Chems 20. One of the best spots for this is right here, Point Pleasant. The Cultist, every second Cultist will give you a Stimpak, literally. And it's a great spot for chems. So I think the most, in combination between the Stimpaks and the chems that you just find laying around here at Point Pleasant, I think we found 30 one day. This was like maybe about a year and a half ago in that weekly challenge video. Those of you who've been following me for a long time probably remember. But it was pretty epic. Pretty epic. We could find a lot of chems in around the Morgantown Airport, inside and outside. Quite a few chems actually down here, the Gilman Lumber Mill. Now, usually most areas where you find, like Blood Eagles like this, for example, right? But most Blood Eagle areas, Cultist, this type of icon, you'll find Stimpaks on human beings and chems just in around their area. Okay, so you can do it that way. Every train station, okay, even here, down here at the Nuka World on Tour, down here at the Trading Post, right down here at the White Spring Mall, just to give you a couple examples, they have the medical dispensers. And you can buy chems from those medical dispensers using caps. So if you're really short on time, you only need one more, and you're kind of dire straits, and you're like, I need to get out of here, or do something, go out with the family, go back to work, go back to school, you can just go ahead and buy them at the end of the day. Okay? And a lot of players' vendors, too, will sell chems for reasonably cheap as well. All right? Another thing you can do, ghouls. Ghouls are a good source of Radaway and Rad-X, okay? And of course, we could find a bunch of ghouls just west of Vault 76 in the upper lower parking lot. Just running around, Morgantown, just the roadways. You'll come across about a patch of 4 to 6 ghouls every other block or block and a half, okay? Eastern Regional Penitentiary is a pretty decent spot as well. Lower section of Clarksburg going over to the shooting club, pretty decent. Again, Charleston Capitol Building, DMV Building, anywhere in around White Springs, pretty good as well. You can also craft them. So if you have the chemistry workbench, okay, this is just a different skin of one. But the OG chemistry workbench, you get fairly early on in game. Once when you come out of Vault 76, most people come down here to Flatwoods. If you go to the tavern, there'll be a couple kiosks down there. And if you interact with the kiosk, you become a responder, you'll get the chemistry workbench. Now, if you watch the daily challenge video we just made before this one, right here in Morgantown Station, there's a chemistry workbench in here, and there's a very good chance you'll find the plan right on the floor next to the workbench. Right? It's just an FYI. Let's go to our chemistry workbench here. Let's go ahead and go craft. We're going to go down here to healing. And most people have Rad-X, Radaway, and Stimpaks on them already. And again, to make a Radaway diluted times 2, you just need 2 purified water, 1 Radaway. Same thing with Stimpak diluted times 2, 2 purified water, 1 Stimpak. Okay? Now we can double those results by using a perk card. If you use the perk card under intelligence, it is called Chemist. You get double results. Double the quantity, I should say, when you craft chems. So go ahead and apply that. And anytime you do craft under luck, you have super duper perk card. So again, you don't have to have a level 3. If you have a level 1, level 2, definitely apply it. It's only going to help you. But this level 3, when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you get double results. Let's go ahead and apply that bad boy. Alright, so we go back to craft. And we go down here to healing. And this is what the chemist perk card does. So instead of 2, you get 4. But it's the same requirements as if you were crafting 2. See what I mean? Pretty awesome, eh? So let's craft a bunch of Stimpaks here. There we go. So we got 33 of 20. And we heard that lightning sound. That was super duper kicking in. Oh, someone had mentioned to me the other day that when you're using super duper, it works better, I believe. Gosh, don't quote me. I think they said at least 3 or 4 items, it works better as compared to just 1 or 2 at a time. And it makes sense. But I just kind of want to show you that. How those perk cards can help you out there. And you can do that. Like if you're lower level and you're having a hard time finding Stimpaks and you can't go to those areas that I had mentioned, okay, going after humans, such as cultists or blood eagles, etc. You can just craft them. You can just make the diluted version of them, okay? So let's go ahead. We're going to put our perk cards back before we forget. Yeah, the chemist perk card's definitely worth its weight in gold there. I think it's down here, yeah. Right there. Good stuff. All right, what's next here? Actually, let's get that purified water. I'm sure one has collected it by now. There we go. Done. The purified water, done. Sweet. What's next? Drink Nuka-Grape 5. Okay, so Nuka-Grape is only one spawn location for Nuka-Grape here in the game. And it's right here in Morgantown at Fraternity Row. If you have a Nuka-Cola Collectron station, this will also collect Nuka-Cola Grape. Now, this is the Quantum one. We got this one way back in Season 11 scoreboard when Nuka World on Tour first came out. And on top of Nuka-Cola products, you'll also collect the odd bottle, nuclear waste, ultracite scrap, and purified water sometimes. But he'll also collect Twist, this guy, which is pretty cool. So Twist is pretty rare as well. But this guy doesn't have any grape on him, which is unfortunate. Again, when he goes on sale, usually once or twice a year, but he's usually in a bundle with something else. Now, we have an OG version. We go back to our build menu here. Go under resources. This bad boy here. So this is the OG one. We got in Season 4 or Season 5. When this one here first came out, everyone was so excited. Because he will only collect Nuka-Cola products and bottles. Okay? And when he goes on sale, usually goes on sale by himself for 250, 500 atoms. Really, really worth it. If you ever see this in the Atomic Shop, highly, highly recommended. Okay. Now, we also buy him using gold bullion. 1250 gold bullion to be exact. From Samuel down here in Foundation. If you have to have a cautious reputation with the settlers. Okay. So you can use those Nuka-Cola Collectrons if you so wish, if you have them. We're going to go up here to Morgantown. Sorry, yep. Fraternity Row. And we're going to check the Etta Psi house. So the Etta Psi house is the one with the blue door. That's the one with the Nuka-Cola bedroom downstairs. It's like a little walk-in basement. And this is the only natural spawn for Nuka-Cola Grape that I know of in the game. We're going to blow by these ghouls here. Etta Psi house right here. I'm going to go right inside here. Nuka-Grape? Nope. So, as you can see, you guys have watched me play long enough. And I am on a private server. And these didn't even spawn. So there's usually a grape, a wild, an orange, a dark that are usually right here. And I haven't picked these up for quite some time, and I'm pretty sure I have reset my game. So a couple of things. We all know we have limits. So if you pick something up, like Nuka-Cola products, or, you know, just like this bowl, for example, you'll have to pick up 250 or 255 items to get those items back, because we have a limit. Everyone has a limit, okay? However, sometimes on servers, it just doesn't spawn in. Okay, it's just as this, okay? And again, I haven't picked these up for a long time, so I don't normally pick them up. But I still show people this location, but they just didn't even spawn in for me. And the third thing is if you're on a public server, this is a popular spot, okay? So you can server hop this a couple times to see if you can get the grape, but I wouldn't waste too much time, okay? So if you don't have a Nuka-Cola Collectron, either one, you come here a couple times, it doesn't spawn in for you to save your life, you buy them. You buy them at the end of the day, okay? And a place to buy them, one spot is right down here at White Springs. Now we're going to use the front door, which is this one right here, this icon. We're going to go right inside. All right, now we're going to take a right and head up the stairs. Now this is the little spiel that I usually tell you guys. Going to go to the tavern, go through the medical bay. It's the big wide open section where the responders are. We're going to take a left. We have this little store where Giuseppe sells things for stamps. We have good old Bubbles here. And Bubbles will sell a Nuka-Cola Grape right there, 33 caps. You know, you can server hop this all day long. You can server hop this 100 times, even on public ones. And every time you come here, that grape will be there and you just buy it up. Okay? Now, Bubble's inventory is not tied into the inventory down here at the vending machines. So let's pop down here. And again, it is another free fast travel once when you discover. So let's pop down here. And again, this is what I recommend. I don't recommend wasting too much time at Fraternity Row because it's just one. And once when you pick it up, you'll have to reset your game. So you're better off just buying them at the end of the day. Or if you have multiple camps and Nuka-Cola Collectron stations, that's your only other good choice. Here's your vending machines here. And again, Nuka-Grape, 33 caps. Again, they're not tied together. It's pretty awesome. And there's even a twist here. Pretty awesome as well. And again, you'll have to server hop this a couple times to get your 5 Nuka-Cola Grape. Okay? Let's go ahead here. Go ahead and drink her up here, Jimmy. There we go. Drink Nuka-Grape, 5 for 5. Done. Done like last night's dinner. What's next? Alright. Kill a Cultist 25. Many great spots where you can find cultists in around the wasteland. Usually this type of icon right here. One of the few exceptions to that is down here at Point Pleasant with that type of icon. But usually here and around the forest region we have Clancy Manor. We do have the Oregon Caves. A little bit of a maze down there, but it's just one cave, but these are just 3 different entrances. Again, Point Pleasant, good for about 20 of them. North Kanawha Lookout, so, sorry, not North Kanawha Lookout. Kanawha County Cemetery, Jimmy. There'll be 10 of them here. And this is where I took you guys for the daily challenge video, and that's why I have 12 of 25 done already. A little bit more of a challenge. We do have the good old Lucky Hole Mine. Johnson's Acre, just name a couple spots. And I believe a couple spots up here. Crossroad, just to give you an example. Alright, so let's go to Clancy Manor. Now, if you have a couple grenades, a couple Molotovs, or whatever, any weapon at all will do. Stimpak, see? Jeez. Going here. Just gonna keep my light off here. Oh, how you doing? Jeez. Part of the door. Holy, what has this guy got on him? Huh. Is he allowed to use that? You're looking for teddy bears there. Good spot for teddy bears right there. What are they doing? What did this person have on them? Didn't even show. Huh, weird. Oh, boys, holy mackerel. Huh, I hear ya. Where's this person at? Oh, right there. There we go. Kill a cultist, 25 for 25. Again, during our daily challenge video, we had like 12 of them. I love it. So much fun. All right. What's next? Kill a lost 12. Okay, so again, we did have a daily challenge, and that's why we have 5 of 12 done already. So lost, we can only find these guys down here. Skyline Valley region. So for that daily, we came here to the Dark Hollow Manor. Probably one of the best spots. We come here to the trading post just south. There'll be 3 of them coming up the hill. If you come here to the Slumber Mill Motel, not at the motel itself, but just across the street, we have that red rocket. Now, you have to keep in mind when you're going after lost, there's a couple different types, okay? The ones that will not count are the ones that are called feral lost, because they're feral ghouls, okay? They will not count towards kill a lost daily or weekly challenge, okay? FYI. So let's go to the Slumber Mill Motel and we'll check out that red rocket. There's usually a feral lost down here, so hopefully we'll see that and you'll see how it doesn't count. Now, I'm not going to turn my light on here. It's always dark down here whether you have your light on or not, so I apologize for that, but we'll get our sneak on here. As you can see, he knows where I'm at, and crazy, these lost guys. Gonna watch your back with these guys too, because they're pretty swifty. What? What did I get? Oh, how you doing? He's losing his life there. Nice. Nice little shot there, Jimmy boy. Good job. So I was hoping there's going to be a feral lost here just so I can show you that. But it will pop up as feral lost. In the, like, you know, when you show your, I'll have like the little description of who they are at the top of the screen. A little handmade, nice. Alright, let's go to the trading post and I'll show you that there are those 3 that are kind of popping up the hill there. Again, the trading post is a free fast travel once when you discover it. It's nice having a few dailies down here. I wish they had more dailies down here in the Skyline Valley region. You know, they made this whole area, you know what I mean, and has so much potential for daily, weekly challenges, you know, like yeah. I know it sounds corny, but as busy as I am, you know, I wish I could make up daily, weekly challenges for Bethesda. It would just be, you know, dream job. Cream job at that. Alright, so we're going to head south, as I mentioned. And there should be 3 of them coming up the hill there, right there. There we go. Kill a lost. Done. Just like that. Sweet. Lock and load, Jimmy boy. Alright, what do we got next here? Eat a meat-based meal, 10. Perfect. All right. So, probably one of the best spots for meat in general. Whether you're high level, low level, good old flatwoods. Let's pop over here. Now you can go after mirelurks, you can go after insects, like, such as red roach. You can go after a bunch of mole rats. But this is probably hands down one of the best spots to get meat the old-fashioned way at any level. So there's usually 2 red roaches in here. Won't let me go to my scope. There we go. There's usually 2 red roaches in there, a little bus stop. There's usually 3 mole rats up here at the Green Country Lodge. And just a little bit further up, there'll be a truck. And there's usually a couple of mongrels up there, 3 of them. And as you can see, this little hill here, it's usually a random animal. Today on this server, it's rat snakes. Sometimes it's foxes, sometimes it's squirrels, or rabbits, or chickens. Again, great source of meat, nice and easy. There's usually an opossum over here too. Again, Flatwoods is a great spot for Brahmin. And again, Brahmin will be passive, so you'll have to shoot him in the face manually here. And again, if you're new to the game and you did not know this, and most people know it by now, but if you're new and basically you're thinking, how do I craft this stuff, Jim? As soon as you pick up meat, okay, you'll learn a simple recipe automatically. Okay, so if you pick up Brahmin meat just like that, you'll learn ribeye steak, right? Jeepers, excuse me. You'll learn ribeye steak. And the very same thing for harvesting vegetables like crops such as corn and razor grain. Just by picking that stuff up, you'll learn a simple recipe like corn soup or razor grain soup, okay? There's a couple Brahmin there. And this is the old-fashioned way, of course. There'll be 2 more Brahmin over here. And Brahmin's pretty good. Ribeye steak is probably one of the best. Whether you're carnivore or whatever, what have you. There we go. Alright, so we get some meat the old-fashioned way. So it's just not good enough to have that meat. It has to be a meat-based meal. So it has to be a cooked meal, okay? Let's head back to our camp just up the road. We're going to craft some ribeye steak, which again, a simple recipe you automatically learn by picking up Brahmin meat, okay? Go to our cooking station here. This guy. All food. Ribeye steak. Craft all 10 of them, nice. Now, we have camp resources that we have here in the game, and very handy to have to save time. Whether you're a carnivore or a herbivore or no mutation, these camp resources are worth their weight in gold. More so because they save you time, okay? Because not everyone has the time to do it the old-fashioned way. Some people, maybe have a short time that they play. Maybe they're busy with their family, they're busy with work, but they love this game so much, they do their daily, weekly challenges, and they just want to get this stuff done. And this is where camp resources, will save you some time. Look at that, 3-star from our old pal there. Deathclaw Slow Cooker. Not only collects meat, but it cooks it at the same time. Meat-based meal. Just like that. One of the best ones in the game we have. Mirelurk Steamer not only collects meat, but cooks it at the same time. Pemmican Collector, got the Season 17 Season Pass. Again, meat-based meal. And these are just 3 camp resources that are really invaluable to have. You don't have to have all 3. It's cool if you do, like myself, but, I do these videos. You're going to be okay there, little guy there? But, again, you can just have one. And, fulfill your daily, weekly challenges fairly quick. So let's grab this Mirelurk jerky out of here. Oh. Jeepers. Jump over this guy. let's go ahead. We're going to grab grilled red toad from this. I think I have pemmican on me anyway, but we'll grab some pemmican. Alright, so I am a carnivore, but you can do the same thing. You don't have to re-roll this if you're a herbivore mutation. You don't have to, okay? You can be a herbivore mutation and have these camp resources just to get your daily, weekly challenges done. Alright? Easy peasy. So I am a carnivore, as most of you know. So under stats effects, I'm a carnivore mutation. Okay? And we're going to eat our meat-based meals. So let's go ahead and we got this grilled rat toad that we got out of our Deathclaw slow cooker. See how that counts? So we have Mirelurk jerky from our Mirelurk steamer. Pretty good, eh? Awesome. And then, of course, our ribeye steak, which we got the old-fashioned way. Done. Eat a meat-based meal, 10 for 10. Easy. Good old little guy there. He's just a little guy. Yeah. And I think we're done. Are we done these weekly challenges already? Wow. Done. Just like that. Weapon of the day. Western Spirit. Lever action rifle. It is furious. Plus 5% damage after each consecutive hit on the same target up to plus 45%. Plus 25% damage while aiming. Plus 15% reload speed. Hardened receiver, true long barrel, true stock, long scope suppressor, and this Western Spirit paint, which is the paint. Now you can get this yourself if you so wish. It does have 7 capacity instead of 6. Okay, so that's pretty awesome for the sleever action. 45 ammo, 185 damage. Now again, you can get this yourself. I believe it's called Most Wanted down at Nuka World on Tour. And I do see people selling these for a couple thousand caps, but if you complete that event, you can get your very own for free just by completing the event. Pretty awesome, eh? Again, as you can see, this single action. So if we go to our perk cards here, oops. Perk cards, Jimmy Boy, Perception, Rifleman, Expert Rifleman, Master Rifleman, all maxed out. We have Tank Killer, Concentrated Fire, Suppressor, Tenderizer, Covert Operative, Evasive, White Knight, Adrenaline. These random luck cards which pop in, and you see them being used when on the left-hand side when they're being activated, which is by pure luck, of course. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They all stay the same. They're all maxed out, and I'm pretty happy with them. I've had these for quite some time. Yeah, there you guys go. Another daily and weekly done. Perfect. What do you guys think of my outfit anyway? Pretty awesome, eh? Huh? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Robco, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Mr.Prince, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ghost Primus, Corne van Niekerk, Ben Durant, John, DJ59. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.